Howdy, howdy, everyone. We're here with yet another episode of Between Two Wolves with another one of our newer members to the team, Brix. Brix, how are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm fantastic. You know what? I'm sorry. Is it Br1xx? I don't want to
No.
say it wrong. Okay,
No,
good.
it's Brix.
Just making absolutely certain. Don't want to be saying it wrong through the rest of the thing. Because you and I haven't spoken all that much personally. It's been through text.
No.
So this will be a learning experience for both of us.
Yes, for sure.
What a treat. So what are we doing here today?
We are playing Teal Dungeon, 12-point delve together. So,
Oh boy.
yeah.
Dare I ask what modifiers?
Some Colossal, some Dreadful, some, I think, one level of Legionary and a level of Carapace or something.
Oh boy.
Oh, we're Rogue. Rogue is...
Yeah, that's true. I love that we both had the same instinct of we want to be
Yeah.
mobile, we want to dash between.
Yeah. Yes.
This was not planned, so I will not be playing support as much as I normally do.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so what do you do here on the team, for those who don't know?
I primarily, pretty much only build for the team. So I've been working on R3, and I've done other small projects for quests and other miscellaneous things around for Region 1 and 2, but my big stuff is in R3.
Fantastic. And by the way, go ahead and you lead in general. I'll just
Alright,
fight
yeah.
and support with you. So, cool.
Like,
Do you want to tell us how you came up with your username? And how it is not pronounced Br1xx?
well, I do have a bit of a story for my username, and it goes back before this one. My original one, back when I had Pocket Edition only. That's where I came from originally. Yeah, playing on my dad's phone. We watched these YouTubers at the time, myself and my brother, and they had like a particular naming scheme, so we just kind of copied them for when coming up with a name. And the first one was like, the first half of the name was something along the lines of like an adjective, and then the second half of the name was an animal. So my very first Minecraft username was DJ Raptor.
Oh,
yes.
Lord.
Glorious. I also spawned on by the fact that I had found something I thought was a cool skin at the time when playing with some of my cousins.
That's great.
Eventually, and then it evolved into DJ Dragonite as I got into Pokemon. So it became that, and then eventually, when I finally got Java Edition, had a computer that could run it, I wanted to get a new name, and by that point, I had found my love for building. So I thought
What was the discovery
Brix was appropriate. Discovery, I had been watching Green videos, and so I mostly watched some of the tutorials to do's and don'ts of building, and thought it was a cool thing. Also, most of my life I've had a love for Lego bricks, and so that was another I always enjoyed building with those. So it kind of translated somewhat naturally into Minecraft.
Very cool.
And that was awesome.
Did you have a particular favorite, like, type of set that, there were all the different themed ones for Legos, like Rock Raiders?
Yes.
And...
Oh, Rock Raiders? Yeah. Oh, that's
Hold
probably
on, my
for
keyboard
around you.
is dying. Weird.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just jumping repeatedly. I have no hands on the keyboard. This is weird.
Oh. Huh.
This happened
Wild.
once, like a week ago. Okay, back in control.
Alright, nice.
What was that?
So I guess Rock Raiders is probably from your sort of era.
I'm not that old, but yes. Yes.
Yeah, I've delved into the history and stuff. But my favorite ones were the original Lego themes, kind of like Rock Raiders, that were a bit more sci-fi-y, I guess. So the space themes kind of spoke to me.
Sure.
And of course, City. I always enjoyed City as well. The building your own town with civilian stuff.
For sure. So Brix is a fine username, given the premise.
Oh, and it's Br1xx because Brix was taken.
You're kidding.
Yeah, I can't believe it. So yeah.
I have not dealt with the bees. That's horrifying.
Oh, that's one of my
Haven't played
favorite
many delves.
modifiers. Yeah.
Awesome. And
Yeah.
terrifying.
Yes, quite a bit. The gas.
So what, is there anything in game that players can play right now that is from you, or is it all future stuff?
Well, I did help out with the whole Toxav town area is built by me.
Nice!
That's part
I
of
love
it.
that.
So that's part of a quest, but other than that, I have a shifting room that I made when I was on the build shard, and a few depths rooms also from then.
Very good. Which is your favorite of all those, and which is your least favorite?
Probably the depths room I made with panders is definitely my favorite, and least favorite is probably the shifting room. It's really small and has gotten me killed a few times going through it. So yeah.
As one does.
Yes. And shifting's one of my favorite dungeons, so it disrupts it a bit. Anyways.
Outside of the things you've made, just in general, what's your favorite thing to play and your least favorite thing in one amount? Colossus is on the field.
Oh.
It's a golem
no.
Colossus. I forget what the name is for those.
Chaos, but yeah.
No, like the fan name. You know,
Oh,
Melvins instead of Sea Malevolence. Isn't there one for that? Community.
There probably is, but the only one I really know is Albert for the
that's it.
slime.
How did that come about?
I don't know. It's one of the community members.
Dadgum, sorry.
Oh, that's fine.
Overwhelmed there. Be right
All right.
back. Ignore that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So I think it just got come up by some community member.
Sure. So favorite and least favorite thing to play in the game.
Favorite? Well, least favorite is Rod. I don't know. It's not my. It's pretty repetitive at the moment, and that's what it was designed to do, and it's good at that. But it's just not something for me. And most favorite, I think, Depths is up there, and I like Corridors as well. But recently, playing through Forum with my guilds has been a lot of fun as well.
Very good. You're in Ren, right?
Yes, all the chaos that ensues from the Forum delve is always loads of fun. Should I science test your stuff, or?
No, I'm almost there. I
Alright.
could have actually jumped into the water. I didn't think about that, especially with Blitz.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Very nice. If you could change anything about our game, regardless of whose feelings it would hurt or like command structure, what would you do?
If I had all the power.
All the power.
All the power. Well, this is I prepared for this question, and it would be to remove all ladders from the game, as many as I could.
Really? Why is that?
Because they're inconvenient to use. I don't know.
What
A
would
lot
be
of
the
times,
alternative?
staircases. My big thing is sometimes ladders get crammed into spaces where perhaps layouts weren't thought of as well, and so I think of staircases as the cleaner solution to that, as
Gotcha.
you accommodate for it more. But yes, it's my kind of joke, my answer. All ladders. Well, except for the ladders that kind of make sense thematically.
Sure.
But yeah.
And you do know you can just hold space on them now, because that was one of the greatest quality of life changes.
Oh yeah.
Just making
Sometimes in delves I get like stuck on a ladder or something between a dreadnought on a hard place. So I don't like the feeling of being trapped so much. But
For sure.
yes. All right.
What would you change most about the things you like the most and you like the least specifically? Like about what would you change if you could?
A lot of people have been suggesting it, and I think it's kind of a cool idea, but it probably won't ever happen, is just a rebuilt arena for it. I think that would be a bit more interesting, to make it a bit bigger and have more game space to actually fight the hundreds of mobs that come at you. For most favorite, Um, I don't know. Kind of like the way they are right now, but maybe improving some of the depths rooms, perhaps, or ephemeral corridors rooms a bit more to flow better, or not have sometimes unfair engagement spots, especially for like endless mode.
Yeah, sure.
Other than that, they're pretty good right now. So
Good. Glad to hear you're happy
yeah.
with that game. Did you have any history with like the CTM genre? I know you talked about your username.
I don't have a whole lot of history with the CTM genre, but we actually came, myself and my brother, who I started playing Monumenta with, we came here looking for a CTM experience, because we had played Diversity 3 a little bit earlier. I forget how we found that, but I think we were just looking for like puzzle maps to play or something.
Sure,
and
sure.
We came across Diversity 3, and that was a lot of fun, going through all the puzzles. Have you played it? I don't know.
I've not. I know it only by
You've not?
reputation and everyone's
Oh,
arguments
yeah.
about whether it's really a CTM or not.
Yes, it was quite deceptive coming from there
Yeah.
to here.
Yeah. I'll bet.
We definitely were not prepared for what we were getting.
Man, how would you make an MMO that was puzzle-based? That would be a feat.
Yeah, I don't know. That'd be. Well, Diversity 3 comes off the. There's puzzles in it, but it has a whole bunch of things. Like there's an arena sort of based thing. There's more adventure, choose your own adventure sort of areas and stuff like that. And then I think there might have been a more traditional CTM area as well. I can't remember, but we had a lot of. Yeah, it's diverse. So we had a lot of fun with that, and so we were looking for more CTM stuff. And so my brother found this server somehow. I think we might have also seen like an Exuma stream or something about the server, and so then we got to actually see what it was a bit more about. And so we tried it out, and it was well, we loved it so much we stuck around for this long. He doesn't play as much, but on our guild bounties and stuff, when we get together every week. Oh, whoops. When we get together,
Would you like the scientist?
I don't think it's gonna be too big of a deal. But anyways, we do guild bounties every Saturday evening, so we'll all get together for that. So he comes for that, and sometimes we do a little bit more than that as well, occasionally. Especially when new content comes out. Of course, we'll play a bit more, but yeah.
Now, I detect an oot there. Are you Canadian?
I am Canadian.
Very good.
Yes.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
I think I knew that, but hearing it, wanted to confirm.
Oh, that's funny. I don't like ever think of myself as having a particularly Canadian accent, but
we got this far before I was certain of it, but it's
I
that,
suppose.
It's that oot. That's a very distinctive Canadian thing. That's fun.
I didn't even know about that, but that's funny.
Out, oot.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you have a caffeine addiction?
Not. Well, I don't drink coffee because my parents never drank coffee, so there's never any in the house. So I've never tried it. And as for pops, I don't like fizzy drinks all that much, so I mostly stay away from them. So to answer the question, no, not really.
Well, cool. Very good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you have a favorite team member?
Favorite team member? Oh, this is the tricky question. Well, I thought about this a little bit beforehand, and my answer is going to be Cat Productions, because he's very cool, and the leadership he's taken for R3 amazes me quite a bit. So definitely look up to him. He's a fun guy to be around as well. We've done dungeons with him before, and it's always a good time.
Well, I'm sure he'll watch this and be flattered.
Yep.
That's sweet. He's a good dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you have any big regrets about Monumenta? Could be something that like happened that you wish didn't happen, or something that just you haven't been able to do, or you don't think you'll be able to do. I guess you're kind of new, so it's kind of hard to have a whole lot of regrets.
Yeah.
I hope.
Well, maybe not from when I was a developer, but I have a wild story from when I was just on the build shard. It was
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
so I forget what spawned this, but maybe it was remaking of POIs like Rail and Cat had been doing at the time. But I decided, I would remake the whole town of Nier by myself on the build shard, and that was quite the wild dream. I think I had gotten maybe a poor response from someone on the team who gave me the idea that that could be a feasible thing for me to do. So I went ahead and started it, and eventually it got...
That's pretty bold.
Eventually it got shut down, of course, because it was a ridiculous idea, but I did learn a few things from it, so it wasn't a totally wasted effort.
I'm so sorry, all the same. But we're pretty good at repurposing content like that.
Yeah.
That Far remake got repurposed in Study.
Oh yeah, that's
So,
cool.
Maybe your efforts will find some.
Luckily I didn't get too far, so it's not too much wasted effort. But yeah, that's like the only. I guess that's probably the biggest thing.
Gotcha. Well, I'm still sorry it happened.
Yeah.
That kind of communication issue is sad.
Yeah, it's frustrating sometimes, but it's what happens when you have a big team of people.
Was there ever, I mean, has there been so far a time that you felt like giving up on a project so far? Did we just kind of cover that? I'm just going down the list.
That was definitely part of it, yes. I guess on some of the yeah, there's definitely been times when I've felt a little bit more discouraged about a project or didn't love how it was turning out build-wise, and sometimes all it took to get out of that though was just asking a second opinion from someone else, and that usually gave me the direction I needed to continue on. So mostly been able to get out of that pretty well. All right.
Well, good. Sorry, I was very distracted there. Good save. Do you have any thoughts about upcoming releases? Deep Dark or the chat thing? What Minecraft releases? Sorry, not
Minecraft releases. 1.19 has cool new blocks.
Yeah.
For building, yeah, woo! Other than that, not a whole lot, but maybe there's some other things that could be made use of. But yeah, the blocks are nice. That's my opinion on it.
I slipped off the vines. I'll be right back.
Alright, I see.
Very nice. When you started, and how long ago was that? How long did you start as an intern?
As an intern, it might have been, I think it was at the end of October, or maybe it was the start of September. I can't remember exactly, but I think it might have been the end of October.
Nice. When you started, did you feel like overwhelmed or pressured, or what was your take on our team's culture then?
Well, you guys are pretty funny. Everyone on the team has a really good sense of humor that I've
You don't have to lie to protect our feelings, dude.
Oh, I'm not lying. That's what I've observed. Yeah, it was a bit it was definitely a bit daunting coming onto the team. There was a lot of text channels and a lot of people around too, with all working on different stuff, and so yes, it was a bit difficult to get adjusted to that. But and I wasn't too sure, especially how like serious the dedication or whatever to the work that the team does, or how organized it was. And at first, but it became pretty clear enough soon enough that it's a more relaxed setting, and you can work at your own pace, and there isn't like too much stress about that. So getting settled in,
That came through.
yeah, definitely made it a lot easier.
If you can answer without spoiling anything, what was the thing that most, I guess, excited you once you got in, that you could see inside? I always forget to ask this, but it's always fun to see.
Oh, all of Region 3 is just... You've seen the spoiler images that have been opened up to the community, and lots of patron teasers as well. So become a patron if you want to see those. But yeah, just getting to walk around Region 3 was incredible for the first time. It was a whole nother region I'd never seen before, and yeah, it was just a pretty awesome experience. Some of the other, like, seeing various projects in progress that would eventually come out, like Verdant, seeing Verdant was also pretty cool. See that get to its completion.
Well said. Do you have any favorite bits of drama that have happened in Monumental?
Oh, there's so much drama, but I can't remember any of it. So sometimes I like reading up about the old drama. I think it was Enzo had a video of the monument to Iceberg or something. So learning about some of the history in that video I always found quite interesting and cool tidbits. So go watch that if you haven't seen it yet.
Maybe I'll link it right here when I go
Yeah.
through it. That's cool.
Yeah.
But was there a favorite bit? Like, the old stuff is kind of broad.
Yeah.
In fact, when did you start playing? That would help us place your time.
It was March 20th last year, so like right around the release of Forum, I think. Yeah, that's when Forum came out. But I wasn't like super... That's when I first logged on. I can't remember when I joined Discord, but it was like maybe a week or two after initially logging on, so I don't really remember what was going on in the community at the time. I should have looked it up, but...
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm more impressed that you remember your starting date.
Oh, I had
March 20th.
one of the mods in Rend look it up for me, because they were doing everyone, so
Nice.
we checked it out. Yeah.
Very good. You got any cool scars?
It's not... I think it's mostly healed, but when I was in grade 5, I think it was grade 5, I ended up going home early one day because I wasn't feeling so well, and that turned out to be like appendicitis. So
Oh my gosh.
appendix was going to rupture eventually, but we caught it really early, and so from the surgery I had a few little nick scars along my belly where they were, little incisions. It's apparently very common, and it was like a zero risk operation, so it wasn't too bad, but yeah.
All the same, losing an organ,
Yeah.
that's a hard way to lose a couple pounds. However much an appendix is.
It's so tiny. It's like your pinky finger in size, but
Shows how little I know.
yeah. So yeah, that's something that I have. I also have like a bad habit of picking mosquito bites, so sometimes I get scars from that. But yeah.
There's mosquitoes in Canada?
Yes. Oh,
How is
we
it
have
cold? I thought it was too cold for them.
In the winter it is. In the summer we have is pretty hot.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. I'm a bit of a mosquito magnet
Aw.
amongst the family and friends. They get off a bit scot-free, but me not so much. It hasn't been bad so bad the past few years. We've had some more extreme winters, so
That's
I guess
rough.
that got him. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite subject in school?
Well, I just graduated high school, so
Nice.
that's
Happy summer.
yeah, it'll be a nice summer. But I enjoyed the computer science courses they had at school, and as well as I quite enjoyed the automotive technology courses that I was able to take there as well. I like working on cars. I like cars. So.
Nice. What are
always
some of your
good
favorites
times.
to work on? That's a cool hobby. I haven't gotten that answer
Yeah.
yet. Tell us about that.
Well, I guess my favorite cars, they're probably more imports. So the German cars or the Japanese cars are probably my favorite. My one dream car, I guess, at the moment would be a Gen 2 Celica Supra. I think those are really cool. Or a Br1xx. They both have pop-up headlights. I just really like it. I really like the
That's
older
the definition
styling.
of cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So those are. The muscle cars don't speak to me so much, but I can appreciate their existence and the car community. There's some rad builds out there. Crazy numbers and styling.
Very nice.
So,
How'd you get into that?
Well, I guess my dad is a bit of a car guy as well, so that's mostly it. And seeing him work on the car and helping out with that occasionally, it's always a cool experience. So, got into it more like with stuff on YouTube or TV, and just spawned a bit of a love for driving and things on cylinders that turn around. Yeah.
Are there other things in that category? Now I have to think about this.
Yeah.
Things on cylinders that turn.
Well,
Unless you mean
airplane.
like the cylinders of an engine or like wheels.
No, I mean like wheels.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah,
Very good.
wheels are cylindrical, but yes.
Sure. Has your enjoyment of the comp sci class have you found any use for what you've learned here? Oh.
Well, we did a bit of Java, but it wasn't too intense. But maybe for next year, I'm going to a college course, so I'll be taking more computer programming. So
very nice.
Maybe I'll
general stuff, or have you decided on a major?
It is. That's another difference between Americans and Canadians. We call college and university are two different ones. So mine's a 2-year course, so it's
Sure.
I'm more like but it's for computer programming. But yeah.
I think we'd call that an associate's degree.
Or something like
that. Ever matters.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I don't know. The way that terminology transfers between countries, but yes. Yeah, it's a computer programming course, so maybe I can plug in dev someday. I don't know, but right now I'm pretty happy with just building. So,
Very nice. Are you like blocking up, or are you coming the normal way?
You have a sign test?
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was
All right.
I will absolutely use that. Give me a sec.
Yeah. Thanks. It's a bit of a ways away.
What is the most difficult issue you've encountered here on the dev team so far? Like technical, not personal. Although hopefully you haven't had any.
No, I don't think I've had any. As a builder, you don't come into too many technical issues, I guess. But sometimes learning the FAO commands and all the ones we have access to, because there's a lot of add-ons we have for Monumenta building, and just keeping up with those and being able to find practical uses for them can sometimes be a challenge. Learning from others like Wonder and Cat are also that's some of the best ways to learn from it. But yeah, learn about these techniques and the other great builders we have on the team.
I got a Colossus right next to the bale and had to bail. Sorry.
Yep, that's fine. Wait, so did you get the key?
I didn't get the key. I was too focused on living. My bad.
No.
Want to go back?
I think I can win walk up. I don't know.
Oh my gosh. That's some rogue privilege right there. That's some nonsense. Oh my gosh.
I can't see anything now though. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no, I fell.
Ladders were your doom again. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Vines are basically ladders.
What are
that was
basically
cool.
Yeah.
Vines are basically, yeah.
Yeah.
I see why you don't like them. You could pull that off, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. The windwalk particles in my face, they only go away once you land. So, oh, I couldn't see anything from there. But yes.
Okay.
Anyways, we'll
go normal.
Walk up the long way.
What's been your biggest skill issue moment playing Monumenta?
So I've had a lot of those in the past, and they were very funny, and we've always laughed about them. But they disappear from memory. But I did save one. I saved one. I knew the interview was coming, so I thought about one. And it happened in Teal it might have been a month ago now. I can't remember exactly when. But it was I was playing Sword Sage, and I wind walked up to one of the ghasts and killed it.
Nice.
Yes, it was a very epic moment. And then I was over the center island, and I activated Blade Dance way too early. So I died to fall damage after the epic stun. But yes. Mistiming of Blade Dance killed me.
I call that a blaze of glory. You should be proud.
Blaze of glory, eh? Yeah.
Ah, there's the A. If I didn't know already. The stereotypes. Okay, I got it.
All right.
Oh, that's good.
That's good.
So what motivates you to keep playing? Since we can't pay you and we can't whip you legally.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
I'll need to turn chat for a second. Yeah. Sorry. What motivates you?
What motivates? Well, seeing Region 3 come to life finally would be it's a pretty great thing to see, I think. So that's one of the things that's motivating me. But also, I just really like playing this game with a lot of my guild mates and other players on the server, and so I want to make more of it so I can experience new things as well with other people, and just have new places to explore. And also sticking around means I get to see all the other epic stuff other devs are working on and play through that. So, like, I guess the most recent example of that is the new Twisted modifier, and the parrot that came with it. You had to kill all the special Twisteds, which have a small chance of spawning instead of regular Twisteds, and that was a wild hunt. I went on with my guild, and we went through all the dungeons in a week, Twisted 5. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Any fun stories from that? That sounds like an adventure. I didn't realize look at how much he carved out from his spawning. That's absurd.
They're ridiculous if you don't kill them instantly, but yeah.
Robert's a demolition crew.
For sure. Some of the wild stories for Twisted. Well, I think it was in Orange. I wasn't even there, but I was in the call with Alan, one of my guildmates, who was going through the dungeon, and he just went through all the spawners and lit up everything, and there's like 6 Twisteds around, and people are dying, and it was just so funny to listen to even. And our second strategy for the second week, because we didn't get them all in the first week, was to light up every single spawner with a torch to disable its spawning, and then go through the dungeon again, break all the torches, have another wave of mobs spawn, till we could hit the 20 cap that prevents Twisteds from spawning. And there were some funny things that happened with that. Forum is also a wild dungeon to do Twisted in. And Reverie. There were so many Twisteds in Reverie. I've seen it in screenshots as well, other people have had, but the number that spawned down in the Alk Labs below Searhaven and Reverie was like, just nuts, and you couldn't do anything to reach them, and then they would just AoE you down from below the street, so...
Why is the density so high there?
I don't, like, the density is pretty high in Reverie, period, for spawners, so that certainly contributed to it. But Alk Labs apparently activate a lot of spawners through the main street. They're not that far apart, so especially the long-range spawners get time to activate, and so they just spawn down there, and then they have trouble getting to you, so they stay down there. And the astrologers can hit you through floors and walls and stuff because they can summon meteors wherever. So some of them have absolutely crazy range, but yeah, it led for some very funny moments.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
What's something that you wish the player base would just stop doing? It could be annoying or legitimately demotivating for our project.
I guess it hasn't happened maybe so much, but I remember sometimes it's just somewhat frequently tactless feedback gets thrown around, and
did you guys ever even test this?
Yeah. It's like, yes, we did. We're sorry if it's not that. If we could have tested a little bit more, but yeah, and just phrasing it a little nicer because we're humans on the other side of the screen as well, and it's easy to forget that on the internet. But yeah.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm actually 3 chihuahuas in a trench coat.
Oh yeah.
But I guess some of them are humans.
Some of them are humans. Some of us are AIs. We have a few aliens on the team, but
yeah, Chip's a beaver now.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Mhm.
Don't know where that came from.
Yeah. I think it might have been some R3 thing that I can't talk about.
Oh, did I just?
Yeah.
Is that it? Oh, okay. Sorry if I just accidentally hinted at something.
No, it's fine. It's nothing big or anything, but it will be a funny thing when. So just remember, beaver is an R3 reference. So call Chipmunk Beaver.
No, don't. I'm sorry you brought it up. I think he's tired of it too. He's just referencing it.
We have a beaver sticker in the TM Discord now, and it's fantastic.
That we do.
Yeah.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Tell me about why you like Monumenta and why it's special to you, if those are two separate questions.
I just... So, at the very beginning, it was... Seeing White Dungeon for the first time was one of the... Like, the very first room was just... Wow, we saw Alk Labs and it was like, wow, this is a pretty fun gameplay loop, but it's not, like, crazy or anything. I could build this on my own server, or whatever. But then seeing White Dungeon and how huge that was pretty awesome. And then it that only got amplified later in Region 1, where we got to Light Blue finally, and we completed the academy, we unlocked the door, and we're like, oh wow, we're at the end of the dungeon now. GG to us. We're getting a new rare or whatever. And then we open the door and there's like an absolutely enormous area, and it's just like, oh well, see you in the morning, we're going to bed.
Nice.
We'll take this up tomorrow. And that was, yeah, that's the scale of the Bastion was pretty impressive. And then getting into Region 2, how the build team evolved even from Region 1 was also a pretty epic thing to see. Like, teal here is so nice visually and gameplay wise, so yeah. And even just the class abilities and stuff like that are also really fun to play around with, that I haven't had, I guess because it's a bit more vanilla than other MMO RPG Minecraft servers, so I like that about it.
The very fact you can place blocks kind of necessitates that. Yeah,
that's pretty fantastic as well.
I love it. Gives me just the biggest dopamine hit whenever someone joins and bug reports that you can place blocks in the tutorial.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good one. Or that you can break blocks, or how do I break the spawner? How do I break the spawner?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. We're doing something right every time I see it.
Yeah. Alright.
Yay. Those guys are rough without AoE.
Yeah, sometimes. Illusioners, you can build walls and then lead them through the corridor, and then you can actually, then it's pretty easy to hit them to that.
That's some 5,000 IQ nonsense right there.
I think I might have gotten that from someone fighting the Illusioner in vanilla Minecraft. I'm not 100% sure when that came out and then was never used. The old Illusioner.
Wait, so did you discover us from Clash of the Creators? Because you mentioned Zisuma.
I don't think it was Clash of the Creators. It was he did like White Dungeon and tutorial at some point.
Right.
And so I saw that, and then a year later I was reminded of it after we completed Diversity 3. So I think it was a year later. Maybe?
Nice.
I can't remember. But yes. And so we tried it out, and yeah, it was awesome.
Hooray! Glad you feel that way.
Yeah.
Aside from working on cars, what sort of things do you love to do? What brings you joy IRL?
Another, I guess one of the few sports I've enjoyed a little bit is sailing. So, and again, my it comes from my parents who like sailing boats, and my dad grew up with sailboats and near the water, so that was something he enjoyed to do and kind of passed it on. I haven't sailed any big boats really, but we used to have a tiny 12-footer, but then we sold it and haven't really been out since. But maybe this year we'll get back onto the water. And then other than that, I don't do it so much more now, but I used to do a lot more Lego building. I enjoy the creative exercising, but it can be quite expensive sometimes, so Minecraft is a bit of a cheaper way to experience that, so that's...
For sure.
Yeah.
Is it expensive? It's been forever since I've actually bought a Lego set.
Yeah.
Is it expensive even for the non-themed sets? Like just generic?
It's a bit cheaper, but apparently something that was released a while ago is they say they're going through a bit of financial trouble or something, and so they have to increase the price on some sets in the wake of the pandemic. So I don't know. Stuff like Star Wars and other Disney related stuff always had the Disney tax though, so usually those are higher end.
Very good. What else?
I guess in terms of video games, Panders actually set me on trying Zelda for the first time ever. I'd never played it before.
Cool.
And so I started with Ocarina of Time, and that was awesome. Loved that.
Did you emulate it or Switch?
I emulated on Dolphin, so
Very nice.
that was the N64 version. Very neat to play through. And then I moved on to Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, and all that.
Albert!
Yes, I lose focus for a second.
Yeah, sure. I don't think my cyan is off limits.
That's fine.
Okay.
I can speed set back.
I'll just try to make it safe.
Yeah. Yeah, so, and other video games I've played, I do like picking up a racing game every now and then. Where there's a bit more arcadey. I haven't really tried any true simulator games though. Maybe that's something I'll try eventually. Because I like racing in real life. I think I watch Formula.
Nice.
I watch Formula 1 like Shadow, so yeah. Typically the more adventure RPG, like I mentioned, the Pokemon game series. I like that one. It's gotten a bit stale recently, but
like Pokemon in general, or like
in general.
Oh, okay.
Not Mystery Dungeon. I don't think I played Mystery Dungeon, but the basic flagship games. That's mostly what I've played.
Well, I don't want to date myself and sound old by naming which ones I got me into it.
Yeah, I've played through most of the old games.
Oh, nice.
On emulator, so at least once.
Very cool. Anything else, hobby-wise?
Trying to think. I don't think so.
All good.
Don't seem to have enough time for everything anyway. So, but yeah.
Are you excited about college? Or yeah, you call it college.
Yeah. Pretty excited, I guess. I'll say that. I'm commuting, so it's a a drive I'll have to make. Luckily, I got my license, so I don't have to take a ride or the bus, which will be nice. But yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, being able to drive that's a freeing thing in college.
It is a very large freedom.
Well, congrats. I'm happy for you.
Mm-hmm.
What has surprised you most about making Monument?
Good question. I guess like I touched on earlier, how chill the team is, pretty much, was a bit surprising for perhaps an outside perspective, like I used to be. But other than that, the process for like just making dungeons and POIs and stuff is also really interesting to learn, because I've never done that before.
Really, none of us had.
Yeah.
We're all just a bunch of internet randos doing something fun.
Together, yeah.
It's great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just taking design ideas from other games as well. Always a fun thing to try and implement.
Mm-hmm.
In the world of Minecraft.
What is your fondest memory playing the game and developing the game?
Developing the game, the occasional the build sessions we do every now and then to like get a few more hours into completing a piece of content, hanging out with everyone that joins those has always been a good fun time. I think when we were working on a dungeon I can't talk about, that was, I think, maybe posted in Patrons, but with Chipmunk, and that's kind of when the beaver meme started. But
Gotcha.
Yeah, that was always a good time. And playing the game, I guess, probably finally being able to relive all the dungeons and stuff with a guild after beating through most of the game as duo was also a absolute fun time. The release of Depths was, I think, the first time I'd done that, and that was a pretty awesome experience to try firsthand and try to be the world's first, but didn't quite get there. But you know,
How did
that was.
Were y'all second?
I don't think we were second, but on our first run we made it to the final boss, but then died there because we weren't sure what to do. But yeah, also the past few weeks of hunting all the twisted mobs, that was also another great experience, and I think we were the first ones to do that. So
Nice.
yeah.
Very nice. Do you have a favorite video game?
It's Minecraft.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. How many of the time I put into it.
That's fair.
The sandbox nature of it, absolutely special to me.
Amen.
Yeah.
We didn't go to the court or the tree.
Oh yeah.
So
no.
let's take the
All right. Yeah.
arena.
All right.
Oh yeah, we did go to the tree. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah,
Not the
we didn't go to the court though. Yeah. So.
Very good. What are some of your other favorite things? You can decide what, but like movie, musical artist, color, television show, whatever.
I think my favorite color at the moment might be a green, like a deeper, more bluish green, I think. I prefer the muted colors, personally, but I don't watch a whole lot of TV, but sometimes when my parents are watching something, I'll join in. So it ends up being a lot of cop shows, and one of the ones I remember is a Canadian TV show. So it has Canadian actors, and it's filmed in Newfoundland, which is a very interesting setting. It's Hudson and Rex.
Sorry about that.
Concrete powder.
Yeah. Yep, I forgot.
And it's just about a detective, and he's got a canine partner for it. So.
Oh yes, I've heard of Hudson and Rex.
Yeah.
But is the dog a Newfoundland?
No, it's a German Shepherd, I think.
Wasted opportunity right there.
Honestly, yes, definitely, absolutely.
German Shepherds are great though.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Yeah.
Music, movies. Musical. I don't know what.
Musical.
Some of your favorites. You choose what.
Some of my favorites. Every time I see a new movie, it's like that's just another one to add to the pile. But I somewhat recently went to go see Top Gun Maverick, and that was a great movie. So.
So I've heard. Have you seen the original? Hello. We seem to be encountering technical difficulties.
Yes, my Discord crashed.
Oh.
I was hoping.
Again.
Yes, I'm back. I was hoping that wouldn't have happened, but anyways, for movies, one of the most recent ones I went to see was Top Gun Maverick, and that was a great movie. Really enjoyed that one.
Very good. Have you seen the original?
I did see the original, and
How
that's
did it
what. It's been a while since I went to see since I saw the original, but it felt like more of the same, which was great to see again, but with a slightly different spin on it, of course. It's a little bit less sad, the new movie. We'll say that.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
The actual planes they use are just very cool. Yeah, getting to use all of those in the film for real, no effects.
That's
one
awesome.
Of the cool things. Yeah.
I didn't know that. I haven't seen it myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Legit. What do you draw from most in your building? Like for inspiration.
For inspiration, I do comb the Minecraft community for, especially the building community for, what are the latest techniques and fads sort of going on, and think about those and maybe try to incorporate them when it lines up with Monumenta. But I also try to look at real life architecture for inspiration when I'm picking a particular style, especially. But I like going around occasionally, especially during the summer. My family and I, we go visit towns we've never been to before, and I always love seeing the older downtown areas and just the old buildings and breathing that in is pretty great in person.
Very nice. What sort of architectural styles are represented there? Like colonial?
Man, I don't know the names.
Okay, that's fine.
But
hey, if you get the chance, would you scientist to me?
Oh yes.
And you
Sure.
can just grab the crystal. We can keep going.
Yep. All right.
Thank you. Take your time.
I really gotta learn the names more.
That's fine.
But they do have a lot of pillars and stuff like that. It'd probably be similar to what you have in the States, like in the northern eastern coast sort of thing.
Sure. That's what I would call colonial, but what
right.
do I know? I'm not the architect guy. Very good. Do you have anything? Yeah, tell us something interesting that none of us would have even thought to ask you as a question.
Thought to ask me as a question.
It's like your wild card question.
My
Free
wild
space.
card question.
You know, like if you're a professional underwater basket weaver in your spare time, I would have never thought
Oh,
to
yeah.
ask you about underwater basket weaving, but you might want to talk about it. So something like that.
That is true. Well, here's a Canadian thing. It's just why do you eat beaver tails? As a Canadian sort of thing. And the answer to that question is they're not actually beaver tails that we eat. They're fried dough shaped like beaver tails. And they're very delicious, and they put toppings on them, and
Thank you.
at the special events.
I didn't know that was even a thing. Eating
Yes,
beaver
no.
tails.
Yes, we love. Well, I love beaver tails. Maybe not every Canadian does. We're quite diverse. But yes, they are. Unfortunately, the closest ones I think we have are in Toronto or Niagara Falls to where I live. So there's a couple hours drive to either of those.
Nice. Well, today I learned. I
Yeah.
walk away from here culturally enriched. Thank you, Bricks.
Yes, you're welcome. Anytime.
Should
When it
beaver
comes-
tails come up in a conversation, I'll just know exactly
Yeah.
what they are now.
Yep. Speaking with any Canadian when they mention it.
Excellent.
Oh,
Well,
the
that's
hour.
a pretty good stuff. Oh yeah, I love
Yeah.
that feature. I think Nick Nat Gus made that. If I recall.
That's so cool.
That's
I love
such a
that.
clever mechanism.
Noticing it for the first time was pretty great.
Yeah. Whenever you're done, we can do.
The outro.
It's a pretty good stopping point. But yeah. Do you have
Alright.
any like closing thoughts or statements, ideas? Anything you want to say while you got the floor?
Get excited for Region 3. It's closer than you might think sometimes. So we're playtesting. We're playtesting. So well, some parts of it, but yeah, get hyped. Get ready for that. It's gonna be huge. Y'all gotta
Agreed.
get mentally prepared for how awesome Region 3 is.
What's your skin?
My skin. Oh, this is. So I had. The mask comes from Persona 5, so I customized that because I thought the mask
Oh,
detail was
Futaba.
very. No,
No?
the Joker, the protagonist.
Oh, the blonde hair made it look like. Oh, okay, cool.
Oh yeah, no. The blonde hair is the representation of my hair color. So
Gotcha.
that's the part of me, and then the rest of the jacket and outfit comes from Full Metal Alchemist, which is one of my
Hey.
favorite animes I've ever watched. So.
Brotherhood or 03? Which do you like more?
I haven't finished 03, but I watched through all of Brotherhood, and that was
My brother.
awesome. Yes. I saw old discussions between team members. That was funny of that.
Great show.
You were there. Yeah, absolutely awesome.
Well, very good. All y'all, thank you so much for watching. Bricks, thanks for playing with me and tolerating my deaths.
Yes. Well, I died quite a few times too. But,
Well,
yeah.
my text didn't show it, so I don't even register it.
Yeah.
So thank y'all so much for tuning in and for picking Bricks and asking us questions and supporting the game, and we're so grateful for you. We'll
Yeah.
see you next time and talk to you later. Bye!
Bye.